He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Throwing, say it. Unloads to the right. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Touchdown, Bulldogs! The defense putting points on the board.
I mean, you talk about coming out as a defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick six on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. They're all over it. He gets it in there for the two-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you can tell, takes it out, good blocking, give them a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, 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 no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Tells the run, wants to pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
Back to pass on second down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, you talk about playing with fire, man. That was really, really close to being a safety, and that is exactly what you want to do. When they're backed up in this black zone, man, you want to be aggressive. You want to try to go get some points. They were aggressive. They got to him, got him on the ground, and Palmer, that could have been a really bad start to this football game.
Yeah, great job by the defense. Now, if you're this quarterback, you need to have a clock in your head going off quickly because you know in this situation, this D-line playing with their hair on fire. They're playing with their ears pinned back. They're going to be...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Snapped on fourth down. Time to take a shot. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Touchdown, Ohio State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Quickly out to the tight end. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Trying to slip through and pick it up. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Finds the tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can kick.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the fourth sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Julian with the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Turning it on. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On play action. Oh, pressure's coming. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up and they cannot get it done.
Out wide right, it's Danzy. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Left side is Coleman Williams. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the Dogs will try to convert on 4th down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Fourth down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. They'll run for it. It's Frazier. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Play action on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Rush is on. Fires to the tight end. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Got to make the play on 4th. Rush right in his face. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
A great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Stepping to the right. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. 4th down, Sayin. He's got his man across the middle. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. And the Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Here's Sayin to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Grabs it, and he will score! Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was...
The old horseshoe, Ohio Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame, bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25. They have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Straight ahead, it's Jackson. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Out wide left, it's Johnson. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And that's a frustrating drive. Not the drive they were trying to put together. 3 plays, couldn't...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Quarterback changing the play. Saying to throw for it on 4th. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Breaks into the open. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Say it. That pass is incomplete.
Well, I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They'll go play action with Sayin. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Look out! And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Fourth down, Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. And he's got room. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The give on the counter. Finding some room. He's past the marker. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye!
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. On the return, it's Roberts. There's no possible explanation for bringing that one out of the end zone, and they've got horrible field position at the 5. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Can't get him to the ground. Across the 25, he's got room. There he goes to the right. The 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason good. Like you mentioned, the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. There he goes. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball, no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Hits inside. It's Jackson. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Saying to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the wideout. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. They go play action with Simmons. Moving to his left. Going to try to get it himself. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. They'll go to the counter. Pass to 6. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Well, we're only in the first quarter, and already this guy has 2 explosive runs. He told us coming into this one he thought he could have a big day statistically against this defense. It was something he's...
Got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Missouri! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he's not going to take the touchback. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Zayn finds his target down the middle. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be...
Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
They'll move the tight end. Simmons on the play fake. Still looking. Fires to the big fella. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Changing into the field. From the gun, give to Hardy. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Throwing Simmons. Extending the play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Simmons from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, third downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds them, and he gets the first down.
Trying to run, it's Hardy. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Simmons buys time to his left. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Offense scoops it up and still going.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
From the gun on third down, Simmons. He'll throw it. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Trying to move them on the counter. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
So as a defensive guy, they line up in a formation. You know they're heavy on one side, and then all of a sudden, boom, 2 guys pull, and they go the other direction. So you can't really load up and play that. That counter keeps you off balance as a defense and makes you really be honest.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all 4th downs are created.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. 4th down, say it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
They'll run it with Hardy. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Keeping his eyes downfield. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. This defense needing this energy from the crowd in a goal-to-go situation. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
4th down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
Simmons to throw for it on 4th. Buying a little time to his left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The pick six. He takes it in. Touchdown, Ohio. Stadium in Eugene. It's the BYU Cougars and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
Hey, Cam, let's have a good game, okay?
BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. Here he comes with the return. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Throwing more. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Moore to the air. Right side, it's Johnson. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in zones. You got to get him involved.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Quick give. It's Davison. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Moore. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his target. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. third down. And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's a...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution.
Snags it, and he's open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
The Cougars go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The play fake. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Fires left.
Where the fuck is your defense?
Touchdown, Cougars!
Where the fuck is your defense, garbage ass nigga?
Score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.